There's a tax you pay every single year that never appears on any bill. No one sends you a letter about it. It's never deducted from your paycheck. And yet it quietly takes a slice of everything you own, year after year, whether you're working or sleeping. Most people never even notice it's happening. It's called inflation, and understanding it is the difference between money that grows and money that slowly disappears. Here's the simplest way to see it. Think about what a basket of groceries cost when you were a child and what the same basket costs today. The bread didn't get better. The milk didn't change. What changed is the money. Each note in your wallet buys less than it used to. That's inflation. The slow, steady erosion of what your money can actually purchase. And it's not an accident or a glitch. It is a permanent feature of the modern financial system, built right into how money works. To understand why, you have to understand where money comes from. New money is created constantly, by governments and banks, through lending and spending, in quantities far beyond what most people imagine. And here's the key. When the amount of money in the world grows faster than the amount of real stuff to buy, each unit of money is worth a little less. More money chasing the same goods means higher prices. That's not a conspiracy. It's basic arithmetic, and it's happening continuously, in the background, all the time. Now here's why this matters so much for you personally. If your money is sitting still, in cash, in a plain savings account earning next to nothing, then inflation is quietly taxing it every year. You didn't spend it. Your balance might even look the same, but its real power, what it can actually buy, is shrinking. Leave a large sum in cash for a decade and you may find it buys noticeably less than when you set it aside. That's the silent tax, and it hits the cautious saver hardest of all. This is the cruel irony. The person who does everything they were told, works hard, avoids risk, keeps their money safe in the bank, is often the person inflation punishes the most. Because safe cash isn't actually safe. It's a slowly leaking bucket. Meanwhile, the person who took their money out of that bucket and put it into things that rise with inflation is quietly protected and often lifted. So how do the wealthy handle this? They refuse to hold large amounts of dead cash. Instead, they own the things whose prices inflation drives up. Property, shares in companies, productive businesses, assets that tend to rise over time precisely because money is losing value. When the cost of everything climbs, the value of the things they own climbs too. Inflation stops being a tax on them and starts becoming a tailwind. The same force that drains the saver quietly enriches the owner. Let's make the divide clear. Two people each set aside the same amount of money. One leaves it in cash, feeling responsible. The other puts it into a broad basket of real assets and leaves it alone. Years later, the cash holder's money buys less than it used to. The asset holder's money has grown, often faster than prices rose. They started in the same place. Inflation quietly pushed them in opposite directions, and neither of them lifted a finger in between. None of this means you should hold no cash at all. You need a cushion, enough to cover several months of life, ready for emergencies. That money's job is safety, not growth, and it's worth the slow erosion for the peace of mind. The mistake is holding far more cash than you need for that purpose, letting a fortune sit idle while the silent tax nibbles it down year after year. So here's what to actually do with this. First, understand that doing nothing with your money is not a neutral choice. It is a slow, guaranteed loss. Second, keep only what you truly need in cash and move the rest into things that grow over time. You don't have to beat the market or pick winners. You simply have to get your money out of the leaking bucket and into something that rises. Because inflation never sleeps. It works against you every single day, quietly, automatically. The only real defense is to own the things it lifts, and let the same force that drains everyone else quietly work for you instead.